With a remarkable century break, the legendary Welsh player Ray Reardon proved that age is just a number, nearly 50 years after winning his first snooker world championship. Ray Reardon was an icon of Welsh sport when he landed multiple world titles in snooker, but the 91-year-old showed he still got it with a century break. Reardon was a 6-time world champion, with all of his titles coming in the 1970s. He also held the world #1 ranking, but nothing quite compares to hitting a century break at 91. With his numerous world snooker titles, Ray Reardon became a Welsh sports icon. However, with a century break, the 91-year-old proved he was still got it. 6 world championships were won by Reardon, all of which occurred in the 1970s. Although he was ranked first in the world as well, nothing quite matches breaking 100 at age 91. The former champ hasn't played a ranking event in more than 30 years, but has evidently stayed sharp in the years since he stepped away from the professional circuit. A century break is something many budding players will take years to achieve at any age, let alone decades after retirement. Absolutely, a 100 break, couldn't believe it, Reardon told Torbay today. I always wanted to beat my age, got a couple of 70s some time back and was happy with that. Suddenly, though, I did it. 100, couldn't believe what happened. I must be the only person in the world who has experienced a 100 break, there can't be many, if any, people in their 90s who have done so. Sadly, now that I think about it, nobody from my snooker circuit is still competing. I've outlived all the people from my past. I've seen off every one of my school pals. Although it's unclear if any other player has accomplished the same feat in non-professional play, we do know who the record holder for the oldest century scorer at the Crucible is. That person is Reardon. Fred Davis deserves that honor because he accomplished the feat during Reardon's prime. When Davis won a match at the legendary location in 1979, he also made history as the oldest player to do so. Davis was 65 years old at the time. That year, both he and Reardon advanced to the quarterfinals, with the latter losing to Dennis Taylor, the eventual winner. Ronnieosullivan listed Reardon as one of his main influences in the 1970s due to his dominance in the industry. Though more than 20 years had passed between his first and last world title, the 48-year-old didn't break the record until 2022. Ray Reardon brought a side to the game I never knew existed, O'Sullivan told Eurosport. I learned it and now I appreciate it and use it a lot, and when I have to. Before the Masters snooker tournament in January of 2023, O'Sullivan made these remarks. The seasoned player advanced to the quarterfinals at Ali Pali, where he lost to Mark Williams 6-5 in a close match following his victory over Luca Brecel. But in April, Brecel exacted his revenge, defeating O'Sullivan 13-10 in the World Championship quarterfinals. The Belgian went all the way and won the World Championship for the first time after defeating Mark Selby in the championship match.